With running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Volunteers will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice.
Got a lot of running room. The 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On first down, here comes this offense. Snags it quickly on the left. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Loss of 7. Third down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the ball's getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He's got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
That's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Rams him with the stiff arm. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The inside handoff. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, USC.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Third down coming up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Hands it off. At the 20, he's got space. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires into the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Makes his connection. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for points.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Trojans. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. With jet sweep pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He fires it out to the right. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, he missed it. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. They'll throw it on 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are.
Going up top. And they say this is a game of inches, just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big gain. Instead, it's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This offense in dire need of a touchdown is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4 down territory. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, USC! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
42, Tennessee, 14.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back the pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Wants to throw on second down. Runs through a tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Vols have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They're working that left side. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball! Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. One final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, USC 42, Tennessee 21.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. Trying to get to it. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
At the 42-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Belly stutter. Here we go.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. and the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jeff. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Now, 4th down.
Motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. To the air, it's Nelson. Fires to the right. Hauls it in.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants...
Lost one deep down the right side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Let's go.
He's going to pass. Fires to the right. And the timing just a hair off.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That's it, 5. Complete downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Vols will try to punch it in on first and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring